Shalom, giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that were well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing the true doctrine across the four winds of the earth in all truth and in sincerity. I'm Lamad Ariyah from the Mississippi Camp. Lord willing, this be an edifying lesson. And I don't have a title for this lesson, but I'm going into an article that's gonna highlight this picture I got right here. Anyway, it's going into the blood-brain barrier. All right. Okay. And it reads, it's from Science Alert. And it reads, scientists think they're on the verge of breaching the blood-brain barrier. And this article come out yesterday, January 2024. Okay, and it reads, the human brain is the body's most protected organ for good reason. They keep our body's control center safe. Now keep that in mind right there. To keep our body's control center safe from pathogens and toxins. The brain and the spinal cord sit in privileged exclusion from the rest of the body. But this ivory tower also possess a significant barrier to medicine. Today, virtually all large molecule drugs and more than 98% of small molecule drugs in the human bloodstream are unable to enter the central nervous system because of a locked gate known as blood-brain barrier. Okay, now again, remember what the brain, the whole point of the brain is, or not the brain rather, but why it's one of the most protected, because it is to keep our body's control center safe, right? To keep it safe from pathogens and toxins. All right, blood-brain barrier. Okay, and then it says what? In the human bloodstream are unable to enter the central nervous system because of a locked gate known as the blood-brain barrier. So if something is very important, okay, and it's not to be tampered with, okay, what normally happens? It's locked up. Okay, it has a barrier around it. Okay, and the barrier is something that's put up to keep something out, like a gate. Like on highways, when, they doing road construction, they'll put barriers up to keep people from coming in a direction where there's road construction, road work, however you want to put it. It's to keep things out that shouldn't be there, right? So let's keep that in mind as I continue to read. Scientists say they are now closer than ever to smuggling important treatment through. Important treatment through. So something that has a barrier, okay, that's to protect something that's, most important in the body. Scientists say what? They are now closer than ever to smuggling. Smuggling is what? To sneak something in, to bring something through that shouldn't be. Okay, something that is not legal in a sense, but basically in this situation, something that shouldn't be in a particular place. They're trying to sneak it in. So basically, they're trying to break a barrier to do some wickedness. Okay, but again, continue. It's them 3 points, to remember when I get further into the video regarding the smuggling, okay, and regarding what the control center, okay, and the locked gate, okay. Continuing on, researchers at the University of Pennsylvania have put together a simple model of the blood-brain barrier in the lab, allowing them to test the best drugs transporter. So they have set up a lab and got blood-brain barrier samples to find a way to break down that barrier so they can get through there to do whatever wickedness they want to do. And see, this is why we always say, starting with our apostles and elders on down, trust not thine enemy, man. Like to iron rusted, so is his wickedness. You know, this man has no good intentions, man. All his intentions are to rob, rape, murder, destroy, conquer, and just possess. Okay? And he's continually doing it, man. But we're going to get to the point throughout this article in the scriptures. Okay? Specifically, the team is studying the delivery of fat soluble packages called lipid nanoparticles, which can pass through the blood-brain barrier carrying protein antibodies or even messenger RNA with them. Now, what is that RNA? Do it say? But anyway, let's get to this next paragraph. Okay, so because nanoparticles, okay, the apostles, elder bishops, brothers, when that Juicy Juice first came out, it was all kind of videos brothers going into talking about those particles, man. Okay. Next paragraph. This lipid packaging is what allows the mRNA-V4C19 to enter the body's cells as well. Now, this man is trying to penetrate the blood barrier, right? He's trying to penetrate the blood barrier wall. It's like the blood-brain barrier, right? He's trying to penetrate, break through the blood-brain barrier to do what? To get to the body control center, which is what? The lob, right? And in order to do that, he has to figure out what? He has to figure out how to get that gate open, that locked gate, known as the blood-brain barrier. He needs to know how to get through there. Okay? To do what? Well, we're going to keep going and we're going to break that down through the Spirit. Because like I said, the elder apostles, okay, the elder bishops, the brothers have all done videos, have dropped videos of whistleblowers and everything talking about this nanotechnology. Right? I'm going to read a little more of this and I'm going to get into the scriptures. mRNA therapists hold great potential in treating neurological disease as they can theoretically tongue-tied, twisting, be used to replace missing proteins or edit faulty genes in the brain. But first, we have to get them there. So we know they're not trying to take proteins to the brain. That's nothing. That they want to control your mind, man. Okay, they want to control your mind. And brothers went into it when it comes to that nanotechnology. Whistleblowers brought it out that it alters your DNA. Okay, it alters your DNA. It pretty much goes in there and destroys who you are, your natural God-given makeup, to be something that's not. Okay, and what ultimately is that? It's to get control of your mind, penetrate that blood barrier wall. They're trying to get to your pineal gland, which is what? that God gene, man. Okay, they want to bring that, they want to attack your mind, set up their own barrier, their wicked ass barrier, to separate the people from their power, starting with you Israelites, man. Okay? And these were beginning stages to start offing people, okay, separating Israelites from their power, and to ultimately bring in the MOTB. It's different stages and steps. But this devil has no good intentions, man. So he wants to penetrate the people's brain, starting with the Lord's people, to get control. Because the brain, as it mentioned in the article, is the control center. And this devil write-up is specifically saying that they need to break through the blood-brain barrier. And if you look at this diagram, with that red trim coming around to the center point, okay, that is the pineal gland, man. Now, I'm not no goddamn scientist, you know, but by reading different articles and looking at the pineal gland, is the home office, man, of receiving messages, you know, messages and way your body's supposed to work and move. It sends out those frequencies, okay? And Esau wants to control that. Brother's been going into, you know, the Neuralink, how I can't even think of that cracker name, and I know it. Everybody know it. The Tesla guy, right? That he done supposedly had a success story behind it. But at the end of the day, none of it is gonna be completely successful. Just imagine having a brain chip in your on your brain, right? A Neuralink chip on your brain, they have a EMP, okay? And there's an EMP attack. How's that gonna work? You know, it's not the way of the Lord, man. This is some man-made Edomite wicked shit with their agenda still trying to, you know, control the people, man. By any means they trying to. If they can't break that blood-brain barrier, they're gonna go by other means until they can finally figure it out, or try to figure it out, rather. Okay, because it clearly states they gotta, specifically the team is studying the delivery of fat solar package called lipid nanoparticles, which can pass through the blood barriers, the blood-brain barrier, and carry proteins, antibodies, even messenger RNA with them. Okay, but they haven't figured out how to break the blood-brain barrier. They can't figure out how to do it. It's saying that they're close, but what? They can't get it. in the human bloodstream are unable to enter the central nervous system because of a locked gate known as the blood-brain barrier. And that's the whole thing. They got this research team together. You're trying to figure out a way to break through that. But that's the devil for you. Okay, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 11, starting at verse 3. If the clouds be full of rain, they empty themselves upon the earth. And if the tree falls towards the south or toward the north, in the place wherein the tree falleth, there it shall be. So basically, this is divine decrees, man, of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. If it's already programmed to do the will of the Lord. When the clouds are full, they rain. It rains, it comes down, right? It happens because it's already ordained. It's already programmed. It's already set up by the Heavenly Father to do that. Okay? If a tree falls, as I said, whether it falls towards the south or the north, it's going to stay where it falls. Trees don't fall unless the Lord sanctions it. Okay? Just like it speaks in the book of Matthew about a sparrow. It don't fall unless the Lord sanctions it. Roughly paraphrasing, if I'm mistaken. It goes into, and it's in the book of Matthew. But a sparrow doesn't fall unless the Lord sanctions it. Okay? Verse 4. He that observeth the wind shall not sow, and he that regardeth the clouds shall not reap. So you got to really just understand that all things are done by the Lord for the Lord, and you just can't figure every damn thing out. Okay? You can't figure a thing out. You can't expect things to be the way you want them to be. Let's read that in NLT. Farmers who wait for perfect weather never planteth. If they watch every cloud, they never harvest. So you're not going to figure out how the Lord going to do things, basically, man. You're not going to just figure out why and how the Lord do every damn thing. It's not going to happen. But one thing you can best believe is that when it's supposed to rain, it's going to rain. Verse 5. As thou knowest not what is the way of the Spirit, nor how the bones do grow in the womb of her that is with child, even so thou knowest not the works of the Lord Yahweh who maketh all. So Esau can't figure out how the bones grow within the womb, man. He can't understand how a spirit enters into the womb of a woman and start forming into a human being, of a bone start forming, okay? Blood vessels, veins, arteries, okay? The brain. He can't figure that out. But yet and still he's trying to figure out how to penetrate through the blood brain barrier to get control over something, man, that he shouldn't be tampering with. That's why it's a barrier. That's why it's not supposed to have anything entering that shouldn't. It has a gate, as is mentioned, to keep anything out that shouldn't be there. But this is the devil, once again, always trying to do something he ain't got no business doing. But he wants that, again, that nanotechnology. That's a whole part of the scheme of things. By people taking the juice, now they have those nanoparticles within themselves. And now you pretty much a test tube. You're waiting to either be unalived or be, just continue to be a lab rat. Seeing how this nanotechnology is going to work, how it's going to do. Is it going to break through that blood-brain barrier? Because when they get these people in the autopsy, they checking. They checking to see did this nanotechnology accomplish what they was hoping it would when people started getting that juice, man. All right, I'm going to close out on this one right here. This is John, the 8th chapter, verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. Now, that goes into you wicked Israelites. But you had a lot of Israelites promoting, the juicy juice, influencing people to become jab junkies, all right? So it's a lot of blood on a lot of these Israelite hands, man, for being deceptive. For who? The wicked, okay? He was a murderer from the beginning and abide not in the truth. Because there ain't no truth in this devil, man. He was estranged from the womb. Okay? The soul that's in him is not it's not upright, man. Roughly paraphrasing, he's a wicked spirit. He ain't right. Good intentions are not a part of his repertoire, if you will. Okay? Because there is no truth in him. Now, cause what? He'll try to make it sound like the truth, like it said he was one to be able to take proteins to the brain. No, that nigga want to send technology to the brain that give him access to control you by way of what? Some kind of AI type technology. Okay. He wants to hook you up some kind of way to a computer. Okay. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. He is a liar and the father of it. So you can't trust this devil. As the scripture says, trust not thine enemy. Okay? You can't trust this devil, man. And if he's doing something, you can best believe it's not good for the good of society. Okay? It's not for the good of mankind. It's to further his agenda. And his agenda has not a list of anything that's going to benefit the earth and the people that dwell therein, man. Okay? This devil wants to control your mind. He wants to control the people by breaking down the blood-brain barrier, sending forth his nanotechnology to infiltrate the pineal gland so he can send those messages he wants to send to get you to do what he wants you to do. Hey, but the Lord has set a bound that this nigga can't pass, man. He's not gonna obtain his NWO in his full capacity. Okay? He has a cutoff point. Yahweh Shai is gonna come back and take the kingdom, man. Come back and set up a righteous kingdom. And the nation of Israel, starting with Yahweh Shai, King David, the 12, the remainder of the 144, the governing body, okay, the 1/3, all right, the Lord is gonna set up, man, and those 2/3 who are gonna be destroyed and meet that second death on the side, they're gonna come back in their right minds in the kingdom of heaven, man, and the nation of Israel will flourish, man, okay, in righteousness, all under Yahweh Shai. So, hey, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. Lord willing, the point was there. And through the spirit, the brothers was edified. So again, giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.